I'm not a person who plays golf. I'm no golfer, but I know enough about the rules of golf to guess that John McCain wishes he could take a mulligan right now. Senator McCain, this was your week.
The McCain campaign was on top of the world. And then Monday happened.
Good morning. Meltdown. A financial tsunami engulfing some of the nation's biggest moneymakers.
While the rest of the known universe was uttering words like crisis, meltdown, and panic, John McCain uttered 8 words that triggered what soon became an avalanche of a week.
Still, the fundamentals of our economy are strong.
McCain and his advisors knew they were in a dilly of a pickle. Sounds too much like Herbert Hoover in 1929. What do we do? How do we get our guy out of this and blame the other guy at the same time? 3 hours later, they had a solution, probably written frantically on note cards.
Our workers are the most innovative, the hardest working, the best skilled, most productive, most competitive in the world. That's the American worker. And my opponents may disagree, but those fundamentals, those are the fundamentals of America, and I think they're strong.
Gotta give them credit for ambition anyway. People who think the economy's in trouble, like Barack Obama and everyone else in America, hate American workers? Yeah, the week was off to a bad start. The surefire way to turn it around? Unleash the McCain camp experts. That'll show them. Douglas Holtz-Eakin, McCain's chief economic advisor, gave it a whack.
So you're looking at the miracle that John McCain helped create.
John McCain invented the BlackBerry? John McCain says he doesn't even know how to use the email or the Google. With internet inventor Al Gore surely giggling at an undisclosed cyber-optimized location, the McCain campaign sent out its other top economic advisor, fired Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina. She'll straighten this mess out.
Does Sarah Palin, John McCain obviously thinks she has the experience to become president of the United States. Do you think she has the experience to run a major company like Hewlett-Packard?
No, I don't.
Carly, you want to take another stab at that one?
I don't think John McCain could run a major corporation.
Ooh. Shortly after that effort, the McCain camp announced Carly Fiorina was going to, quote, disappear for a while. Ta-da! Back on the home front, John McCain was in the midst of day 2 of his gaffe-filled week. Take, for instance, his attempts to discuss the Securities Investor Protection Corporation, the SIPC. Okay, now you try, Senator McCain.
I pledge that the FDIC and the SBIC will have all the support they need.
I'm sorry, did you just say SPIC?
We've got the SEC, the CFTC, the FDIC, and the SBIC.
Oh, that is so unfortunate on so many levels. By Wednesday, things were just getting weird. McCain was selling his drill baby drill plan with an environmental twist.
There's fish everywhere. The fish love to be around those rigs.
With McCain already twisted into the verbal equivalent of an M.C. Escher lithograph, he performed a miraculous change of heart about the bailout plan for troubled insurance giant AIG, opposing it on NBC's The Today Show on Tuesday, then supporting it on ABC's Good Morning America on Wednesday. Perhaps the senator is unaware that those shows are recorded. Having barely politically survived Wednesday, McCain tried Thursday on for size. His big, bold idea for a blue ribbon commission to study the economy having died faster than a diet pledge at a state fair, Senator McCain tried out a new line.
The chairman of the SEC serves at the appointment of the president, and in my view, has betrayed the public trust. If I were president today, I would fire him.
Well, he's a man of words about actions. Except no president can take the action of firing the SEC chairman, that doggone Constitution and its anti-tough talk rules. The whole thing almost made Sarah Palin look like the rational half of the Republican ticket. So much so that she attempted to turn that whole who's the running mate thing upside down.
That's exactly what we're going to do in a Palin and McCain administration.
Which brings us to today, to Friday, which brought yet another McCain gaffe on the economy. As he attempted to deliver his fire the SEC guy line again, he fell just short of his intended target.
That's why I believe that the chairman of the FEC should resign.
That's right, FEC Chairman Donald McGahn, you're next. Your crime? Heading a commission with letters so close to that darn SEC. There is good news tonight, though, a silver lining for the McCain campaign. This week is officially over, except for Saturday and Sunday.
I'd like to welcome Marie Cox, who's the Washington editor for RadarOnline.com and a contributor to Time Magazine. Anna, thanks for spending some of your Friday night with us.
It's really good to be here, and I just want to say congratulations, Rachel, on how well the show is doing. And I just, as a viewer, really appreciate having an alternative to all the wrinkly old men and fembots that are on the other channels. Although I have been out with McCain's, so I've seen a lot of both of those types.
You know,
lately.
I think in my own mind, I am a wrinkly old man, so it's
you look like a fembot to me.
Oh, thank you. I think, yeah, okay.
Well, my standards are different. So.
Very good. You saw in the tape there and the stuff that we collected over the course of this week from the campaign trail, this just seemed like a horrendous week for McCain. I mean, at least from the studio in which I'm sitting here in New York, looking at the tapes, it just felt bad. I know that you were traveling with him this week. Did it seem bad out there, too?
Oh, yeah. You know, there are some things that the bubble will protect you from, but the sort of the sloshing of flop sweat tends to work its way inside. So, yeah, no, I think the traveling press noticed that things were not going well. I think that today, maybe they felt a little bit better about today than you did. I think that the weekend started so bad. There was kind of no way for it to get... It hit bottom and stayed at bottom and then maybe crept up just a little bit.
Do they seem mad? Do they seem energized? Do they seem demoralized?
Oh, they are energized by their anger. That is what I would say. It's a very... they've never been a calm group of people on the McCain campaign, which I kind of like, to be honest. I like emotional people because they're fun to cover. No, they seem pretty angry. They also, and this is, I think, interesting. You know, you had a segment about their ad about Reins, and there's accusation or a question about whether or not there was intended to be kind of somehow playing a race card in that. And I think that I was trying to talk to the McCain people about this, and frankly, you know what? They don't care. They don't care what we think. They've stopped. Like, you and I could talk about everything they've done the past week. Yeah. It's a mistake. This is not going to matter to them. They've reached that point. What was
amazing, though, in the response to that? It was Karen Tumulty, your colleague at Time Magazine, who posted at the Time website that those thoughts about maybe this being a race-driven decision to put up this ad about Reins, given that the actual link between Obama and Reins is so tenuous, you sort of had to look somewhere else to explain why they would be running an ad like that. And the response from the McCain campaign official blogger was that Karen Tumulty was hysterical. And I thought, oh, they're trying to bait a response.
Isn't it?
Yeah, they're trying to get called racist. They're trying to get called sexist because maybe they think that makes them look old school. Or
I think there is just. I mean, I actually also want to say I do not think that ad was intentionally racist. I honestly do not, and that's based on conversations with them, and it's based on also the fact that they had another ad in the can already, the Jim Johnson ad, right, before they did this ad, and I think I've been told that ad was finished first, but it's still a misleading ad, definitely. And I think what you saw in that post from Michael Goldfarb, their blogger, is that they are ready to fan the flames of any controversy, because I do think that what they saw with Sarah Palin and the way the media treated her was how much that excited the people that were not excited before. Some of it has to do with Sarah Palin's, I think, remarkable charisma, and she's a great communicator. I don't think you can argue with those things. But I think also there's a lot of resentment on the part of some people in the Republican base, and when you have the mainstream media calling you names, that fires them up.
I'm going to start just talking about ornamental horticulture every day, so to try not to help.
Well, I was going to say, like, I mean, the thing is, like, what I kind of feel is it's unfortunate we get distracted into these arguments about whether or not that's racist, whether or not that's sexist, because there's so many good reasons not to vote for John McCain and Sarah Palin, like good substantive reasons. You know, I mean, I'd rather talk about the stuff that's like kind of ridiculous, but it is interesting that we are spending so much time on those things. In fact, you and I are just right now.
We'll stop.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, thanks for joining us. Marie Cox joining us today from Washington. Appreciate it.
Thank you.